heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Where is this boy? Well, he sure doesn't pick the perfect time. Whatever. Hi, everyone. Let me just talk to Ezra real quick. Where are you?
I don't know. Hello.
Okay, why don't you watch me on my show? I'm doing my show. And then you could respond or something, and then we could do the movie at 3. I know you're bored, right? Is that what's happening? Or you just have access to your phone right now? It's a little bit of both.
Oh, yes.
Both.
It's exactly both.
It's exactly both. See, you think we don't know any things.
I don't have a game, but also because I don't have access to my friends, which very much makes sense.
It's okay. It's okay. We're growing. We're learning how to be responsible. So it takes time.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know it was taken away.
Yes, it was taken away.
Oh, oh my God.
Months or two.
So
the whole TV was gone.
The whole time that I was gone, the TV was gone too?
Yeah, basically. Dory, look, Mama put up a new dresser.
Let me see. Oh, I love that dresser.
And look, it has all different, like, in my underwear.
Yeah.
And then
Ooh,
here are my short sleeves.
short sleeves. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then here's my long sleeves.
Oh, yeah, long sleeves. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pajamas.
Nice.
Short,
Nice. Nice.
shorts.
That's a thick sweater
Short
drawer.
sweats.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dory,
Yes.
are you ready for this?
Tell me.
Are you sure you're ready?
Uh,
Remember how my closet was like super messy the last time that you came?
no, the last time I came, your closet was super neat because you had just moved.
Well, yeah, but look,
Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. Oh, I love that full length mirror. That is a nice closet. That is, yeah, yeah. Okay, listen, I'm talking to you and not talking to my peeps. And I got to talk about China handbags. Do you have my channel on YouTube? Do you have access to YouTube?
like, no, not at all.
Do you have access to Facebook?
Dory, if I don't have access to YouTube, I cannot have access to Facebook or Instagram.
Got it. Got it.
If I can't even handle YouTube, I can't even handle Thursday.
No, it's okay. You're only 11. You cannot handle grown folks'
My
social
friend
media.
Bobby is like my friend Bobby is 10 and he has Instagram.
I okay. Hi, John. Hi, Kiana. Hi, Marcella. Okay, you don't have to listen if you want, but I gotta talk to my peeps. Okay, love you.
Yeah.
We are going to be watching a movie lately, and I absolutely love when Ezra calls me. What is that? A tomato?
Orange.
Orange. Oh, okay. I love those kind of oranges. Hi, Carlito. Listen. One of my peeps in my group put out a YouTube and reported on this first. I had no experience in what the hell's going on in China. Mm. Are my lips red enough? They're gonna have to do right now because I don't feel like getting up. Anywho, China is snitching. China is snitching on cosmetics that cost $80, luxury handbags that cost $300. China's just snitching right now, and I am here for it. I'm here for China, and I'm here for their anger. I'm here for the get back. China about to love themselves some black people, because first of all, let me tell you guys right now. Let's talk. China, I'm getting a little confused, a little bit, but China has expanded the 144-hour visa transit policy, which now includes 54 countries, which includes America, United States of America. So what China wants you to do, since there's shipping issues, and we need our products from China, I gotta be honest with you. Listen, we gotta talk. My bottles come from China. What? What? You
All
got,
my toys come from China.
you have to try your listening skills. You have to try your listening skills.
What?
My bottles come from China. So who about to get screwed? Not I. So China says, listen, it's going to cost you too much, Tracy, to order your bottles. And the bottles are cheap. Don't get it twisted. The bottles are cheap. To order, it's going to cost too much to order your bottles. But then shipping is going to be triple the amount of the purchase, which is what? Not worth it. So if something's going to be triple the amount of purchase, China said, come to us.
Oh.
Fly here.
Oh.
Double your order, triple your order. Go back home. We cutting out the middleman. China said, come straight to Alibaba. China said, come straight to Temu. Now you're going to see what size sofa you getting from Temu. Now you're going to be like, Temu, stop playing with me. I ordered a sofa and you sent me a 5-year-old size sofa. Now you get to talk to Temu. Some of y'all, I'm talking to black folks, because the entrepreneurs are going to be black folks. China is about to love black folks. Now, let me tell you something else. I'm getting a vision here. Getting a vision. We about to get some purses. Let me tell you something right now. We about to get some purses. Watch, because you black folks, let me head you up. We about to get some purses, because what happens is China makes the purses, right? And then Italy, France, Switzerland, they buy the product half done. So it goes to Italy, and then Italy puts their logo on it. And then they put the little thing on the side that says made in Italy, because they're not lying. The logo was made in Italy. They're not lying. Now,
The logo made in Italy?
now what we about to do is go over to China and get those $5 purses with the good leather from Kenya.
Yeah.
The leather comes from Africa. So we're about to go over there, get the $5 purses, come back. First, we're going to go get the purses, but we're already going to have an order for our own logos. We're going to come back, put our own logos on this fine leather purses, and it's all legal. It's all legal. Made by Tracy. Now, I'm not into all that. I'm into bottles and hair products for my bottles. So I'm about to book a trip to China. And because I've never been there before, I'm about to stay for a while. 10 days, that works. I'm about to stack up on some bottles in my suitcases. I got to bring about 5 suitcases over, stack up on some bottles, and bring them back. What? China said, come. Ezra is grown.
Eat.
He's so grown. Ah. And cute. Okay. China's spilling all the tea. Hi, Jenny G. Redbone says they about to see how powerful the black dollar really is when we give it to China. Walmart, Amazon.
Look. On the back of my shirt.
I love that shirt. Look how tall he is, guys. Look how tall he is. Turn around, wreck everyone, and leave. That's my motto. That's my motto. Oh my God. Ezra tickles me black. I'm saving links. They snitch and show the laundry pod manufacturer. Laundry pods cost 20 cents to make. He's selling them 20 for $1. What? Girl. Black entrepreneurs. One thing we gonna do is entrepreneur. We've always done it. We did it from Africa. The one thing we about to do is entrepreneur. We're hooking up with China. Y'all better learn some of your Chinese. Go. Anybody finds easy words, how much to purchase, like stuff like that in Chinese, make a video. Make a video. because we got purchasing and entrepreneur to do. Yep, his name is Mr. Longpods. Ooh. Now, what y'all don't remember, here's what y'all don't remember. Where'd you go? Oh, I love it. Here's what you don't remember. See, y'all forgot about COVID. Y'all forgot about COVID, and there was this little town in Italy that got shut down right after China got exposed to COVID. I said to myself, why Italy? Why was Italy the second town? Because COVID came out of China, the bags go to Italy. Italy got sick first because it's such a money-making deal. They started telling people COVID came from Africa. Because of the manufacturing and the purses and Louis Vuitton, and all those people knew that they were about to lose some coins if they knew their bags. They can't even tell people the bags came from China. They can't tell people that, right? But y'all don't remember that little town in Italy that they completely blocked off? Guys and girls, go to Tracy Brown Live. I reported on that, and I said, something is up in the kitchen in Italy. Now, and Love says, I'm not surprised, Grand Rising Tracy, but I'm not surprised. Because most of our stuff is made in China or close jewelry electronics. Well, I got some videos for y'all, but we're going to sit back, because we got to talk. We got a lot to talk about. Here's the first one.
Fully prepared to fight to the very end because the world is big enough that the United States is not the totality of the market in the world. So if the United States wants to go in that direction of completely shutting itself out of the China market, be my guest.
Yeah, and China will lose the US market, which, as I've said, is 15%.
We don't care. We don't care. China has been here for 5,000 years. Most of the time, there was no United States, and we survived. And if the United States wants to bully China, we will deal with the situation without the United States. And we expect to survive for another 5,000 years.
When you hear Donald Trump say China wants a deal, it just doesn't know how to go about it. They're proud people. J.D. Vance talks about Chinese peasants. What do you make of their conduct in this respect?
If J.D. Vance thinks that he's dealing with the peasants in China, and I'm proud to be a descendant of the peasants, most of us are descendants of the peasants anyway, that's our tradition. We are farmers before, but now we are one of the leading industrialized economies in the world. So I'm sorry, J.D. Vance doesn't know what he's talking about. And therefore, I don't think there will be China-US dialogue unless the United States changes its attitude towards China. Deal with China as it is, show respect to China, show respect to the Chinese people, and don't try to impose your prejudice and biased view about China or about the rest of the world.
Black folks know all about prejudice from America. We're looking at China like, fight, fight, fight. That's a shame. That's a damn shame. We are looking at China in full agreement. Right, China? America is very prejudiced. You're right. You're right. Let me put this. Oh, actually, I want to play her first. Hold on. Oh, I did get to download this? How? I want to play these two people first. Uh,
cosmetics, 80% are made in China and cost only $5. They just add the logo in France and charge you 10 to 40 times the price. Close your eyes. If your Chanel cosmetics says made in China, will it feel cheaper? It's not about quality, it's about brand washing. Interesting fact, who makes Chanel cosmetics? 42% are crafted by Chinese artisans. We don't do cheap goods, we do understand luxury.
You know who is producing high-quality accessories for those luxury brands like Chanel, Estee Lauder, L'Oreal? You're saying you're the supplier behind all these beauty accessories for those big luxury brands? La Brea, MAC, Chanel, Bobbi Brown, and even Rosewood Hotel.
Last week we also received an order, Royston. Yeah, the comb like 20,000 pieces, one color.
Wholesalers, it's 2024 and you still don't know who are the suppliers behind Dior? Their knitwears and cardigans are from Beyond Garments from Hangzhou. Beyond Garments is also the supplier behind many luxury brands from America and Europe like Sandra, Maj, Versace. Second, most of the Dior's cosmetic products are actually produced by Taiho Group, which is also the supplier behind Lancome and Loewe. Third, 24-hour packaging technology from Shenzhen provide exquisite packaging and bags for Dior. Of course, Dior has their own factories in many countries, supplies different products for them.
Guys, right. Soul sister, right. F-A was F-A-A-F-O, right. China is talking smack. China is snitching. And Black folks are enjoying this. But come up with some ideas, people, because China about to deal with some Black folks right now. Come up with some ideas. All right? Let's talk. Oh, Banner. Who's going to come after me? You right. You right, though. You right. Okay, I got another one for you. Hold on, guys, because this is probably my favorite video so far. Is it this one? Let's see.
Fully prepared to fight to the very end because the world is big enough that.
That's good, Ezra. You look good. Hold on a second. That's not the one I wanted. I know I put both of these through, so I don't know what happened. Oh, I want to put her through. What is this? Why is it not being added?
Nail cosmetics, 80% are made in China and cost only $5. They just add the logo in France and charge you 10 to 40 times the price. Close your eyes. If your Chanel cosmetics says made in China, will it feel cheaper? It's not about quality, it's about brand washing. Interesting fact, who makes Chanel cosmetics? 42% are crafted by Chinese artisans. We don't do cheap goods, we do understand luxury.
You know who is producing high-quality accessories for those luxury brands like Chanel, Estee Lauder, L'Oreal? You're saying you're the supplier behind all these beauty accessories for those big luxury brands? La Brea, MAC, Chanel, Bobbi Brown, and even Rosewood Hotel.
Last week we also received an order, Royston. Yeah, the comb like 20,000 pieces, one color.
Wholesalers, it's 2024 and you still don't know who are the suppliers behind Dior? Their knitwears and cardigans are from Beyond Garments from Hangzhou. Beyond Garments is also the supplier behind many luxury brands from America and Europe like Sandra, Maj, Versace. Second, most of the Dior's cosmetic products are actually produced by Taiho Group, which is also the supplier behind Lancome and Loewe. Third, 24-hour packaging technology from Shenzhen provide exquisite packaging and bags for Dior. Of course, Dior has their own factories in many countries, supplies different products for them.
Connected.
Ezra, you're cracking me up.
What?
You're cracking me up.
Yeah. Ready. Doors in my rock.
Okay.
Ready.
You okay? Call me back.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Say, like New Balance, Adidas.
Introducing
Incoming call.
Hi, let me play a video. I'll call you right back. Okay, bye.
When they had the chance, they probably should have took this app away when they had the chance, because the Chinese manufacturers just hit them folks with the Uno reverse. And right now, the Chinese manufacturers are the best content on TikTok. They said, oh, tariffs, you say. Oh, okay. American people, y'all said y'all like New Balance, Adidas, Nike. Bet. Oh, yeah. The manufacturer is such and such, located at such and such in Guangzhou. They do shipping within this time, and here are the products. I've seen the manufacturers for every brand anybody could possibly think of, from shoes and apparel to beauty products. One of the Chinese manufacturers said, oh, yeah, you know how you pay such and such $100 for Chanel beauty product? Well, we only make them for $10. Listen, I don't know how this tariff thing is going to play out, but the way that the Chinese manufacturers are playing their hand, absolutely well done. Tens across the board. I told y'all in the years that I lived in China, I got everything under the sun because everything is pretty much made there. So to see people learning about the actual quality that's in China, because not everything is made cheaply, and learning about websites like Taobao, y'all better get to getting while the getting is good. They probably should have took this app away when they had the chance, because the Chinese manufacturers just hit them folks with the Uno reverse. And right now, the Chinese manufacturers are the best content on TikTok. They said, oh, tariffs, you say. Oh, okay. American people, y'all said y'all like New Balance, Adidas, Nike. Bet. Oh, yeah. The manufacturer is such and such, located at such and such in Guangzhou. They do shipping within this time, and here are the products. I've seen the manufacturers for every brand anybody could possibly think of, from shoes and apparel to beauty products. One of the Chinese manufacturers said, oh, yeah, you know how you pay such and such $100 for Chanel beauty product? Well, we only make them for $10. Listen, I don't know how this tariff thing is going to play out, but the way that the Chinese manufacturers are playing their hand, absolutely well done. Tens across the board. I told y'all in the years that I lived in China, I got everything under the sun because everything is pretty much made there. So to see people learning about the actual quality that's in China, because not everything is made cheaply, and learning about websites like Taobao, y'all better get to getting while the getting is good. They probably should have took this app away when they had the chance, because the Chinese manufacturers just hit them folks with the Uno reverse. And right now, the Chinese manufacturers are the best content on TikTok. They said, oh, tariffs, you say.
You all drop the websites if you have them. I don't know Taobao. Now we see fully why the US wanted to control TikTok. Hermes charging $38,000 for a bag that costs $1,000 to make. That was to keep the blacks out. That's called racism. Hi, Ariana. Hi, Bree. Hi, Jilla. Wasn't expecting you to be on today. Happy Sunday. Oh, yeah, China is talking smack. I'm here for it. I am finding my way back to Sundays. I was just going through so much, right? I had just started the job and I was exhausted like all the time. And I was like, Sundays were like, but it's so funny because God said I was going to get busy and I just didn't believe him. So I've regulated my energy to come back. All right. Let me see. Let's get some more up here now. We got to get them all up here. Let's get some more because China about to, listen, whatever China's about to do, I'm here for it. Where's that wind coming from? Lord have mercy. I want to see what that little girl that laughs and hates J-Lo say about this. And the other one that and then I want to hear what he has to say. There's some smart kids out there putting out some content. Oh my God, I love them so much.
Any of y'all say I paid full price for a Louis, Gucci, Prada?
This China situation is so fucking funny. I'm loving it so much. And I'm so glad I never cared about brand names anyway. Me personally, I think it's kind of superficial to care about the brand of an item that you buy. Because it's like, who cares? Does the item work? Is it going to last me a really long time? Like, who cares who made it? As long as it works and I know how to use it, then that's all I care about. I love that China is exposing all of this. I love it. I love it because it's showing that they're not backing down to Trump. It shows that they are a strong country. They're going to keep their knee on that motherfucker's neck. Rightfully so. China, we're just all going to say to you, we love that you're doing this. Keep doing it. We support you 1,000%.
1,000%. 1,000%. Okay. So she gave me a really good idea with that gorgeous coat that she has on. I'm kind of like her, right? I'm not a designer person, but I can appreciate a good looking bag. Like, I may not purchase it. I've gotten 2 Coach bags in my whole life. I paid for one when I went to Italy, and I went to some warehouse. It only cost me like $200. I didn't spend a lot of money. And then I washed it because I didn't know. I mean, that's how much I don't do designer. It got dirty, like the strap, because I was wearing it all the time because it was a crossover. I didn't know how to take the bag and put it in the casing, put it in it comes with its own bag, but I didn't know I should have put it in a closet in a casing to admire it. I didn't have any of that. He's so cute. Oh, you're so cute. Hold on. I didn't have. What am I going to do with Ezra? What am I going to do with him? First of all, he calls himself King Ezra. Second of all, he's a fucking vampire. And you got my earbuds on. Oh my God. Those are my earbuds I left behind. Anywho. Yes, infinite. I said that in the beginning. You just came on. I was like, I mean, I don't know where they came from, but I said the leather comes from Kenya. No, girl. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all better recognize I do my research. I'm not coming on here not being like educated. I do my research. But yes, all the leather, that fine leather comes from Africa. Anywho, wait. I lost my train of thought. Hi, Yogi. All right. Hi, One Deep. Happy Sunday fun day. Hermes cost breakdown in China to make, it's $1,400, but they charge $38,000. He broke it down at Bree from the leather to the thread. All right. Hold on a second. I got more videos for y'all. We're gonna play them all.
FYP is full of videos coming out of China and just exposing all of these luxury brands. Bueno, di que luxury, porque
Bueno.
ahora They're just exposing them for what they really are, which is a bunch of frauds. In
Right.
these videos, a lot of them are talking about how they are manufacturing a lot of these luxury goods and then sending them back, or shipping them back, I should say, to their respective country, whether they're from like Italy, France, etc., you name it. They send it back there so that they can stamp on it made in Italy, made in France, made in America, because Nike and Adidas are also on that list, if you don't know. But anyway, I been knew that. That's why I didn't have no problems like with any girls that were buying from DH Gate or going to Canal Street, because they're made in the same factory, babes. A lot of you girls will literally buy Chanel, Dior, whatever, and shit on the girls that get stuff from DH Gate. Meanwhile, they're coming from the same factory, boo boo. And don't get me started on these luxury brands selling jewelry, because y'all are goofy for buying from them, okay? I would rather go to Canal Street, go into one of those jewelry stores, or even in the Diamond District, go to any of those places, or hit up, one of my Arab friends and let them know, hey, I want to go jewelry shopping, I want to get some gold. I'd rather go with them because I know that I'm getting my money's worth. Unlike going to like, what is it? But what's everybody getting nowadays? Oh, the Van Cleef or whatever. Please, please be for real. I distinctly remember seeing a video. I don't know if it was on TikTok or on YouTube. It might have been on TikTok, to be honest. It was a man. I think this came out when this whole scandal, I think it was from Dior or something. Like it cost like $57 in total to make their bags, and they're selling it for the thousands. Anyway, I digress from the point, but I remember distinctly seeing that video and how a lot of these luxury brands don't make their products in-house anymore, that they ship it elsewhere. My bad. They ship it elsewhere and then they have it sent back in order to put the finishing touches on it. I think there's only very few brands, I think Coach is one of them, that still makes their things in-house. Listen, this is why I stick to Coach, Kate Spade. I will never shit on somebody that buys from DH Gate or Canal Street, because I've gotten a few things from those places. And I've also bought things secondhand or from consignment stores or vintage stores. So, to the girlies that make it their entire personality that they only buy designer items, ¿cómo te quedó el ojo ahora?
Okay, the only designer bag I've ever had was Coach, and I did buy it in Italy. Now, I will tell you, before my spiritual ban on purses, my son was about 13 years old. He might have been younger. And in New York City, who's New York City? Y'all know, because if you're New York City, you know Canal Street. You go to Canal Street and the bags are spread out on the street, but they're on the street, huge garbage bag. And so when the cops come around, they can sweep it up very easy, load it in the truck, blah, 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 right? So I was just about to go to California, and I think my son might have been at an audition, and somebody was like, he might have been 9, and somebody was like, do you want a bag? Now, I didn't really want a bag, but I did have enough money to purchase a bag, right? Story time. I had enough money to purchase a bag, right? My son's money, right? So I was like, yeah, I need to act sophisticated when I get to California. This is what I was thinking, right? But I didn't want to spend like 38,000, and it's my son's money. Like, that didn't make sense to me. I go, they said, come upstairs. Now, when you go upstairs, when you leave the street in Canal and you go upstairs, it's very sketchy. Like, it's this like building, and you go up like all the steps of metal, and you're like click, 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 and you go upstairs, and you're just like salivating. They're like, what do you want? I was like, I don't know. What do you got? and they start to present. Oh, oh, oh. I was like, I never knew this existed. Any case, I don't even like Louis Vuitton, but I brought my first white Louis Vuitton. Y'all got to remember, with the colorful logos, right? Because I'm black, so we don't want to. I don't necessarily want to buy traditional. I like the new age Louis Vuitton, the new, like, hit up the black people, like, get to them with these designs. Like, I like that, right? And they were colorful, right? Like everything was like colorful, right? Let me see if I can find a white Louis Vuitton. It was a backpack, right? Ciao. Let me see. LV white backpack color letterings. I'm still here. Oh. Okay. It might have been something very similar to, oh, here it is. Here it is. This is it. Oh, let me go. Okay, it would have been similar to this. It would have been very similar to this. Right? Now, I don't remember how much I paid for it. I know it was not in the thousands. That much I can tell you, right? Now, because it was always a fake bag, I always felt some way about it, right? I was like, it's a fake bag. So I never really respected the bag because it was fake, right? I get to California and it broke. And something like fell apart. But I'm telling you, it had certified number, it had it inside, like, okay. So I say to a friend, I said, I broke my bag. I'm going to call Louis Vuitton. And they said, where'd you buy it, Tracy? Like, call those people first. And I said, oh, no, I brought it in the street. They were like, girl, that means you got a fake bag. And I was like, yeah, I did. Because ignorant. And she said, you can't take it to Louis Vuitton because they have everything certified. Like, there's a number attached. And I was like, well, what do I do? Because this is a good bag. I don't want to lose it. So I take it to a shoe repair guy. Back in the day, if you guys remember, there was always a shoe repair store somewhere fixing your leather shoes, giving you heels, stuff like that. Well, they fix bags. So I took it to the Chinaman. I should have known. I took it to the Chinaman that owned the shoe repair. And he was like, no problem. I fix it for you. Come back in a week. Right? Well, I don't go back ever for the bag. I never go back for it. Now I'm working at a psychic out of a store. And this woman comes to see me for a reading. And she finds out I'm a damn good reader, right? Damn good reader. And she leaves. And she comes back and she leaves. And she comes back and she leaves. This was like over a year that I see this woman. She finally says to me, I have something for you. I was like, what? She goes, did you purchase a Louis Vuitton bag? I said, I did. I said, but I left it in the shoe repair place. I never went back. Even if she's telling me the story, I'm not getting it. She says, Tracy, I took my bag to get fixed at where you put your bag. She says, my bag was real. She said, he accidentally gave me your bag, and your bag looked better than mine. So rather than tell him he made a mistake, I kept your bag. Huh? Emoji. So I go, how'd you know it was mine? My psychic business card was in the bag. And she had been seeing me for a year because my card was always in the bag. That's my designer story. So she brings the bag back because she just fucking loves me. She wound up marrying this rich guy that I helped with the psychic readings. I was like, nope, this is the guy. This is the guy. Don't fuck it up, right? She moves down to Northern California. So now I have this bag. And now the bag is bulky to me, right? I had switched over the crossovers, and I like tiny crossovers, right? Not designer. It doesn't matter. As long as it's a crossover and it was tiny. I just needed a bag big enough for my cell phone, right? And then, so now I'm getting ready to leave California, and I had the bag stored away somewhere. So then my assistant at the time, wife, I was like, please come raid my closet. I've got such pretty church dresses, please. And she was working 9 to 5. And then she got to the bag. And I said, take it. Take it. Like, what the fuck am I going to do with a Louis Vuitton bag in the Caribbean? Come on. Come on, people. Okay, anywho, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Love this story. Right? Whoa. Wow. Why didn't you go? Because I'm fucking ignorant. Let me tell you something. I also had a flag for my dad. You know, when your dad dies. Am I still at story time? When your dad dies, you watch the military fold the flag. Boom, 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 boom. It's that part I love so much, how they folded the flag. And they present it to my mom, who didn't want the fucking flag. This is still story time. It's so sad. She's like sitting there representing my dead dad, and she hated him, right? And they boom, 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 boom. The way they fought is beautiful. And then they step, boom, step, boom. A military funeral is fascinating. And I'm sitting there going, that's nice, right? To be honored as a military veteran and to see the final grace be given to military vet. I was like, bravo! Bravo! Of course I didn't do that because it's my dad's funeral, but I was like, I'm now like completely honored that this is happening, right? My mom was like this. Thank you. I was like, woman, push that back out. Like, this is a nice funeral, right? By the way, when my mom died, I put that woman in a wedding dress. I went to Macy's and I purchased a wedding dress. She said she wanted to be buried in white. I said, I got your white. I got your white. He went out lovely. She went out beautiful. Don't play with me. I do not play about my family. Don't play with me. She went out in a wedding dress. Anywho, they hand her the flag, and then she put it on display in her house, but she couldn't stand him, right? So I think she offered it to my older sister first. And I don't know if she didn't take it or what. And I was like, well, Mom, I'll take the flag. So I took the flag And then I had a cat who thought it was okay to sleep on the flag. And so it had a lot of hair on it. And I was like, oh my God, this is so disrespectful. Let me give it to the cleaners to clean. And I never went back for that either. It's just youth, stupid, crazy. Who knows? All right. Buenos dias. I love your story. I tell the best stories. I tell the best stories. I was in Charmed class last week, Saturday. We'll consider it last week now. And we were going over our charts. And then Charm got to a part in the charting where she's like, you tell the best stories. And I was like, oh my God. Yes, I tell the best stories. That's the favorite part of my day, my stories. I have people on the floor when I'm done with my stories. They are good. I'm so happy your dad was honored. Thanks for his service. You're quite welcome. Here's the thing. Got one more story time about my dad. So I've only known my dad to go to Panama, right? So I remember specifically that he said, I think he signed up. Back in the day, he used to sign up. Or maybe he was drafted. No, I think he was drafted. And then he said, I guess you do a medical thing. I don't know. And they said, report on this date. So he goes to report. All the men are lined up and they go, Theodore Brown, step out of the line. So he steps out and they go, come back in 3 days. You're not going with this group. So the ignorance of it all, my dad, goes home, comes back to report, and they send him to Panama. And he says, why am I going to Panama? And he says, we have nobody with your blood type in the last group. But they don't waste a body, right? They don't say, oh, we're going to wait until we get a match. No, they got you. They sending you somewhere. So he went to Panama to be a quartermaster. It was a dream job. He was technically a part of the war, not technically in a war. Years later, I'm grown. I'm like 50. I'm taking him to the VA for medical appointments, and he meets up with these guys, and they're all wearing hats. And one says World War II, one says this, that, and the third, Vietnam. And one of them said Korean. And my dad goes, hey, I was in the Korean War, blah, 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 blah. Dumb daughter me. I say to him, you were not in the Korean War in front of these men. You don't do that to grown-ass men. He was like, what the hell are you talking about? I was in the Korean War. And I was like, what? Turns out the Korean War was brutal. He was in the Korean War, but didn't have a blood type, so he never went to the front lines. I guarantee I wouldn't be here if he had been on the front lines. Anywho. Hi, Noah. Hi, beloved. How you doing? I'm going to send a card to you. What was the name of the card, child? I didn't forget you. Yes, lovey. What kind of issues you got? Woo! I love those sneakers. I'm about to go to China and get you some more sneakers, child. You about to get bank. I'm going to bring you back some sneakers. I love them. Those are all your favorite colors. Black, red, the yellows, a little splash. All right. I don't know where the card is, but I do remember it was Listen Deeply. So I'll send it to you, beloved. Anyhow, buenos dias. I love your story. Thank you, sweetie. And I'm about to go to China, and Ezra about to bank on some sneakers. What you talking about? Yes.
So I read somewhere that when a woman starts desiring the color pink, that means she's healing. Now, this is interesting because
let's just
I
play it.
myself realized that when I actually started to heal from a lot of things, the color pink started to really like stand out to me to the point where like I wanted to wear pink clothes, I wanted to get pink accessories. I really started to like pink decor, like, and the shift just happened like suddenly, and I literally opened my eyes one day and I'm like, wait, why is everything around me pink? So if you're a woman watching this and you can relate, what major shift has happened in your life recently that's made you more attracted to this color?
I'm sorry about that, guys. I was going to put that with another video, but then I said maybe somebody needed to hear the story. You know what I'm saying? Go through. Okay, got more videos. We really need to do like China snitching. Oh, China snitching. So we got to see what they snitching about. Let's see.
Confused because Hermes clearly purports that all of their bags are handmade in France and their watches are made in Switzerland. In their verbiage, there is no room for confusion about where their products are manufactured. There's no room for China. But in the beginning of that video, that nice Chinese man is clearly standing in front of what appear to be Hermes bags, saying that these are the bags that we manufacture. I noticed he didn't say Hermes when he called out all the brands like Prada, Louis Vuitton, Coach. The implication was very clearly there. And if Hermes products, specifically their bags, are made from beginning to end in France, why would their valuation drop with the news that Chinese manufacturers are spilling the tea? It says right here on their website, the vast majority of our products are manufactured in France. And they talk about sourcing cashmere from Mongolia, blah, blah, blah. But absolutely nothing about China. And those purses that man was standing in front of were identical to Hermes bags, correct? So does that mean Hermes is lying to us? At least lying by omission? Are their bags beginning to end manufactured, designed, whatever, in France? I'm so confused.
I know, I'm so confused. Girl, we all confused, but China snitching. China snitching.
China more than China needs the U.S., and they're not going to blink. Donald Trump is in over his head. He is a panicking.
And China knows how to leverage the ridiculous nature of MAGA and calling them out for their faux masculinity. And let's just take a look. A photojournalist was curious. His name is Zach Roberts. Does J.D. Vance really wear eyeliner? And he says, I really thought people were joking about this. But then I photographed him last week. Vance 100% does wear eyeliner. And what we're going to do today, viewer, is we're going to study each and every image.
Look, they said they not letting up on the makeup.
This is a daylight eye. This is a daytime look. This is a daytime look for the vice
2 more hours.
Okay, here we have the TV eye. That's what I was going to say. Camera ready. Yeah, our eyeliner. We have camera ready. Let's go next. Okay, here we are. This is evening hour eyeliner. This is getting dangerously close to the smoky eye.
Not the smoky eye.
This, you guys, this is the pre-smoke right here. This is the pre-smoky eye, and this is why nobody in the planet wants to play in our sandbox, because these men are frauds. I don't give a shit if J.D. Vance wears eyeliner or not, but what I give a shit about is the breathtaking hypocrisy and the armchair tough guy bullshit that all these MAGA men do.
I did not let that, baby.
Now, I played her the other day. That bitch is funny. That bitch is funny. I played her the other day. I don't know where I found her. Hold on. Let me go find her on YouTube. I found her and I couldn't play her video straight. So I just want you, I want you to get her channel. That bitch is funny. And she says it with a straight. She don't crack a smile. She's dead ass. She's actually black. She very much is acting black. And I appreciate the ability to just stone face, say it clear. I loved her. I'm going to it's called I've Had It. I've Had It is her channel. That bitch is funny. That bitch is the funniest bitch I've ever heard in my life. I've had it. That's what I'm trying to say, Bree. She my friend. That's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. I could be friends with her. I could watch her all day on Sunday. She's my Sunday Bravo. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Okay. Child, it is getting hot in here. Okay, let's try this one.
Come from China, but the leather comes from Nigeria. The bags are manufactured in China, but the leather, the exotic skins, the snake skin, the alligator, it comes from Kano, Nigeria. Come on in, let's talk about it. Yes, because I love that the Chinese manufacturers are coming on here and asserting that they are producing these luxury bags and luxury goods, but also black people have a hand in that manufacturing by way of tanneries in Kano, Nigeria. So a tannery is an institution, a business in which you are converting animal products like skins, leather, suede, alligator skins, snake skins, all kinds of exotic skins into textiles so that they can be used for goods, clothing, bags. And Kano, Nigeria is world headquarters for this practice. And they have long since been headquarters for hundreds of years. So I interviewed during the pandemic a man named Winston, and he leads a business out of Kano, Nigeria called Winston Leathers. And they are actually a third generation tannery. So he confirmed that his tannery produces leather goods and exotic skins for brands like LVMH, so Louis Vuitton's portfolio of brands, Ralph Lauren, many other luxury brands. And I interviewed him on Twitter. I'll link to that thread so you can go back and read it. But yeah, he shared that this practice of providing exotic skins to the world, but specifically to China, goes back to the Silk Road, when traders in Mali were providing leather goods up through Morocco and on into Asia. Moroccan leather is known for its quality, and Winston actually shared that Moroccan leather can be traced back to Kano, Nigeria, and is actually Kano leather. So I love all the conversation that Chinese manufacturers have started around like amplifying that those goods are produced and manufactured in China. I want to go a layer deeper and talk about how black people are actually contributing to the manufacturing as well, because the leather goods and the exotic skins that make up those bags that they're putting together in China actually started on the continent of Africa, in Nigeria. Okay, let's talk about it. If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about all of it. And, sorry, I'm getting ready. I'm gonna put my brush down to talk about some bags that I love by black designers. So this beauty is Antelope. This is by a brand called Brother Valet. A black woman named Aurora James leads that brand. I still wear fur, don't kill me. I read a great New York Times article about how basically fur was phased out when black women were able to access it in greater numbers. So basically, because black women could access something that white people felt was exclusive to them, that's when they decided, oh no, vegan leather. And I am not a proponent of, inhumane treatment of animals, but I do love fur, and it is a part of black womanhood, black girlhood, rites of passage. We hand down fur coats. So I love a fur. Brother Valet has great bags, and they also benefit women in Africa who construct these bags. I want to talk about Hanifa. I can't get enough of Hanifa. I love Hanifa Muvemba as a person. And she is also a black designer from the continent of Africa. She is from Congo, and she produces bags. This is a great bag. It comes in a larger size. It also comes in black, I believe, and maybe red. And yes, I love this bag. She sent this bag to me. Thank you so much, sister. Love this down and wear it. Okay? And we gotta talk about Loire. So Loire is headed by Raul Lopez. He is a person of color. And he's actually previously one half of Hood by Air. So if you're familiar with Hood by Air, they pioneered streetwear. He was one half of the duo who founded it and led it. So icon already. He circled back, okay, hit us with another brand called Loire. This is the ostrich texture. This is 100% genuine leather. It's ostrich textured. I also have a smooth version of this bag in brown. And then I also want to shout out another Black handbag designer named Wilglery. She heads the brand Anima Iris. I had the pleasure of working with Wilglery when I was at Amazon. So I was brought to Amazon. Many of you know I work in luxury fashion. Hi, I'm Shelby. I'm a costume and fashion historian, Forbes 30 Under 30 honoree, a Vogue Business 100 Innovator honoree, and a 10+ year veteran of the luxury fashion industry. And during my career journey, Amazon brought me over to stand up their luxury division. And so I onboarded luxury brands with an emphasis on Black luxury brands, okay, because, and I got to onboard Anima Iris. And Wilglery and her team were amazing, love her bags down, own more than a couple. They're not within my reach right now, but wanted to shout her out because her bags are still produced on the continent of Africa as well. So support her bags. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, girlies, because it has to go without saying. Black people are in the mix with a lot of things, okay? And this is one of them. So just as China is making sure to assert their contribution and their attribution to the luxury handbag industry, I want to make sure that we assert and attribute Black people's contribution, which is specifically in Kano, Nigeria, via these tanneries. So yeah.
Guys, who's getting an education today? Who's getting an education today? I'm getting an education. Listen, guys, subscribe to my channel. Please support me. Come get a reading with me. 213-458-7408. I might have to go to China and get Ezra some sneakers. I'm kidding. Come get your readings because I want to be able to calm everyone down. We all volunteered to be here at this moment in time. We all did. We're convening together through social media, and we agreed to handle this shit. Now, the maggots can do whatever maggots do. We going to China, and we about to reinvent Chinese products. Now I'm going to have to go to Africa, though. God damn. Whew, I got an education, child. They don't need us. Trump goes, so the cows are just everywhere. I have to tell you, if you're going to eat beef, why can't I wear the fur? You Texans, y'all eat beef all day long. Why can I not wear the fur? Make it make sense, Peter. Oh, that's what you were saying. She has to be a fire sign or the Aquarius. You hit it. Oh. All right. Ciao. I'm in love with her job description. Let me try this one now.
Chinese takedown of luxury goods is wild right now because luxury goods are a huge source of soft power for the West. Soft power is power through things like culture, music, even language. Like US TV shows, that's a form of soft power because it makes the US aspirational and desirable in some ways. So with luxury brands, Fendi, Prada, Gucci, these Birkins, it creates this aspiration for the West, or aspiration to be European in a way, showing that Europe is this gold standard of quality. But when China's revealing that 80% of anything you buy that's Gucci is made in China, that over 60% of anything that you buy from Prada is made in China, that the only difference is that they send it over to Europe and then they stitch on a made in France or made in Italy little label. It's the ultimate pulling the curtain on the wizard in the Wizard of Oz and showing that there actually is no real magic and power in the person who's controlling Oz. I think it's going to be really interesting because there is such a stigma of something that's made in China. There's this perception of lesser quality in the West, but when you reverse that paradigm, when you show that all these goods that you thought were better because they came from Italy or France or wherever, when actually, in actuality, it comes from China, you're forcing consumers to reckon with why they make choices. So if consumers are going to start questioning the perceived worth of luxury goods, consumers are going to then realize that luxury brands are just high markup middlemen. They're just peddling an idea of something versus an actual quality good. And you can just then cut them out and go to the source. And so I think what China is doing right now, by shifting this perception of soft power, by taking back soft power, by showing real power in infrastructure and manufacturing, we're going to see a real flip in a lot of things, whether it comes to labor market, whether it comes to manufacturing, whether it comes to who buys luxury goods and perception of luxury as well. And so I don't know, I'm just in it for the ride here.
Damn. Let's get through these videos because it's important. This shit is important. Everyone has
tell you 30 luxury brands. Some of their products are made in China. Ralph Lauren, Armani, Nike, Dior, Lululemon, Apple, Michael Kors, Coach, Calvin Klein, Prada, Celine, Swarovski, Adidas, The North Face, Rimowa, Levi's, Burberry, Versace, Chanel, Cartier, Ferragamo, Timberland, Yves Saint Laurent, Victoria's Secret, Puma, Uniqlo, Disney, Max Mara, Givenchy. The producing cost is only 1/10 of its price. Can you believe it? Follow Helen, your business advisor in China.
This is terrible. What y'all got to say? Because this is terrible. Recent. What? Cancel. I screwed up. Video. Here we go.
Hello from China. Let me show you the United States products in my home. Nothing. Do you have something from China in your home?
That one stung. He went there. I know your FYP has been flooded by Chinese manufacturers giving you the inside scoop on the cost of goods, especially luxury goods. 50% of cameras, 30% of air conditioners and TVs, 25% of washing machines, and 20% of refrigerators in the world is now being produced and assembled in China. China makes half of the world's cement and flat glass, and about 1/3 of its aluminum. It's true what that creator said. Just look around in your house. I'm willing to bet most of your belongings have been made in China. Do I have anything that's made in the US? And if you've been paying attention to Exposed Talk, almost 80% of luxury goods come from China. Slap a luxury label on there and the value goes up 10 times. Factories telling us $30,000 Hermes bags costs $1,500 to make. Your typical store item costs 20 cents. Guys, we picked the wrong fight.
Anybody else mad? Anybody else mad? Damn. Let me see. I might have to get rid of some of these things. Mm, mm, mm. I'm gonna leave the Jennifer woman up because she educated us in a way that you all need to know what is about to go down. Um,
No way we been getting finessed like this, y'all. And China just exposed it all. So boom, Americans out here dropping 800, 1200, and even 4,000 and more on designer clothes, thinking it's all luxury, all high quality clothes, the high end stuff. But China just pulled the curtain back and showed the world that most of the stuff is made in the same factories with material that costs a fraction of the price. So we're talking shoes that cost $30 to make, but it's being sold in US for $700. And we're talking hoodies that cost $10 to make that's being sold for over $300. And jeans that cost $50 to make that's being sold for $5 to $1,000. That's not high end. That's robbery. Y'all, and this is the crazy thing. This is not even new. A lot of people just been blind to it. They think it just because it got a fancy label, that means it costs more. In reality, that just means the markups is better. China basically said, here y'all go. Now y'all better act like you know. And now everybody mad. They not mad at China. They mad at the brands that been overpricing this stuff they've been buying. They mad at the brands that they've been worshiping. See a sucker, lick a sucker, no diddy. They seeing now, they were never buying quality. They were buying status. And they finally waking up. All of this happened because of this tariffs. People would have never knew. Or some people was really too blind to even notice the fact. But now everything is front and center for everybody to see. So if you one of them people that dropped the check on this designer shit, and now you feel played, let me know down below in the comments. Let's talk about it.
Dude, Drew broke it down. Let me see what y'all are saying. I'm so
Did any
sorry.
of y'all say I paid full price for a Louis?
Let me see what y'all are saying. Nope, it's not new, but the prices on these are insane. Soul Sister said, I travel extensively. She trying to tell y'all she knew. Yes, right? This is nothing new. The same way your rent isn't worth Noel. The same way your rent is not worth $2,000. Noel, hold on a second. I can't do this half screen. Right, Noel. Everything is a scam. No, Soul Sister said, I visited a 12th floor market in Thailand, and all merchandise and people everywhere was purchasing it, mostly in bulk. Yes. I do look at designer shopping. I look at Black content that buy clothes from China. I love to go with them shopping. Before COVID hit, it was in November, one of my clients called to me, and she was a hair person. And she said, I'm about to take a trip to China. She does this all the time. She was one of the smarter ones with the hair, because she's like, it's actually better, Tracy, if you just go there, pick out your hair. I know what I need, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I got you. Story time. So I go to do the reading, and I see there's a problem. I said, there's going to be a problem. I'm not really sure what it is. Should I go in December? Should I go in November? I said, there's going to be a major, major problem. I said, I don't know if you're going to make it out of China. She's like, Tracy, give me the month. When should I go? I said, November. Go in November. There's going to be a problem by the end of the year, and you might get stuck in China. That's what I was telling her, right? It was COVID. It was COVID. And I told her, the only thing I remember is her saying, I was going to go with 3 empty suitcases. Now I'm going to go with 5. Yes. I think I played this one.
Gucci, Prada.
This China situation is so fucking funny. I'm loving it so much. And I'm so glad I never cared about brand names anyway. Me personally,
YP is full of videos coming out.
All right. I think I'm done, guys. And time for the reading, of course. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anybody. It was 12:40. Oh, yeah, I played that at 12:40. So this is the last one. Let me just make sure.
No way we've been getting finessed like this, y'all.
Okay.
And China just exposed.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to thank China for opening our eyes. Now, some of us already knew, right? I do a lot of studying, guys. The minute I saw that the next place that got hit when COVID hit was Italy, I already knew that was the bag industry that was getting hit in some little town in Italy, right? I already knew. Now, I'm okay with everybody else waking up. I'm not trying to put you down. I don't care anymore. I'm glad we're at this age of Aquarius where the okie doke is being played out. And thank God for the tariffs that the okie doke is being played out. Now, what you all forget is that Chinese people are survivors. Oh, what you all are also forgetting is that there's a part of China that's the Suez Canal is in the middle. Africa. Wait, because y'all don't get it. Let me tell you why. Wait, let me tell you why the leather comes from Africa into China. Let me find it. All photos. You're going to learn today. You're going to learn. We all going to learn today. This is how close Africa is to China. Boom. Sit on that. What? What in the education are we getting right now? Port Said in Africa and Port Fuad in Asia are both Egyptian cities, making Egypt a transcontinental country. Who's getting the education today? Somebody please explain to me what the hell is going on? Oh my God. We're just getting educated on it? Oh my God. I can't take it. I can't take it no more. What y'all got to say? We learning today. Oh, I'll just put it in. I'll put it in the feed. I'm too tired, child. Oh, I sent it to somebody. I sent it to somebody yesterday. Oh, I sent it to somebody today. I also sent it to somebody yesterday. I'll put it in the feed, guys. Wait, did I? Oh shit, I didn't send it. All right, y'all stop me from doing my reading. So hold on. Copy. We'll put it in the feed, guys, in the comments. Here you guys go. Here you guys go. Here you guys go. Power off. Okay. Noel, you got it. And July, you got it. Also, make some, if you have enough bay leaves, make some bay leaf tea. Talk to the water. Anything that you want that you're going to write down on the leaf, talk to the water, drink it. Oh, sweeten it to taste. Lemon, sugar, whatever you use, doesn't matter. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, guys, let's lower the stage. Will the purse designers and the sneakers designers go out of business? Now that we are woke nation and China is snitching, will they go out of business? Are Americans going to be disgusted with everything we know now from these crazy ass designers trying to like charge us $38,000 for a bag we could have afforded? So the answer is yes. Yes. They're going to suffer in more ways than one. They're going to suffer for everything that they put us through. Sometimes we go into certain, especially Black people, you go into certain places and they want to look you up and down, but the clerk makes $12 an hour. Like, relax, bitch. Oprah couldn't even buy a Hermes bag, and she's Oprah because of the color of her skin. Oh. It's going to take up to 18 months from the presidency. So we're definitely going to see a problem in 2 months. So the summertime is going to be really awkward for the industry. But y'all are going to bleed. And within 3 months to 3 years, there probably won't be a designer bag industry. You guys got to go away forever. You got to go. All right. Something else will take its place, and it's going to be very, very primitive. Something they used to use back in the day is going to take its place, not in a form of high price, but in a form of design. So I don't know if it's going to be like pouches from back in the day or something like that, but it's going to get replaced. There's going to be a new industry that's going to come out of bags and sneakers, tennis shoes. There's something new that's going to come out of this. And to be honest with you, I think Nike is losing money too. Hold on, guys. I think Nike is going to be losing money. They're having a challenging period. Their sales and their stock value have declined recently. But it says Nike remains a massive, profitable brand presence. The company is currently undergoing a turnaround plan. That means they're going broke, people. I have to tell you, Nike has faced sales decline, stock price drops, and layoffs. You're doing you shut up, Nike. Despite the recent struggles, Nike is still a multi-billion-dollar business. Nike is facing increased competition. Wait till the blacks get to China. Wait, Nike. Wait till the social media online blacks get to China. You think you got a problem now? We are innovative. Let me see their stock market. Oh. Look. And it's trading at $54? In 2021, Nike was priced at $179 as a stock. As of November 2021. $54. $54. Maggots. Maggots. Like, y'all are crumbling this country. Y'all are crumbling this country. Oh, child. They're going to try and be defensive, and they're going to try and cover up everything that is being said on social media, but they actually can't be defensive anymore. The writing is on the wall, and they will be exposed. They're being exposed for not having morals. This is Princess of Swords, which means not the best news coming through. And then I get the Three of Cups. I get the Three of Cups. Oh, which means certain brands like Nike is going to have to pair up with other brands. Y'all can't survive this. China gets the victory, y'all. Oh, sorry. China gets the victory. Y'all can't survive this. Time is up. Time is up. Everything you've ever did or wanted won't come to fruition. Sneaker brands and makeup brands and purse brands. The Wheel of Fortune is upside down. It's upside down. And I don't even read upside down cards, but because the Ace of Pentacles is in the past, the Ace of Pentacles is in the past next to the Wheel of Fortune, then the Wheel of Fortune actually turns upside down. And then that means the hermit, the cover up, has already been exposed, but it's a problem. Money's in the past. Legal situations, I feel like there's going to be a class action lawsuit against some of these brands that made the brands for 1,000, charged 38. A lot of the makeup brands could wind up getting sued, especially if there was some makeup brands that made people break out. And you said it was manufactured someplace else. You didn't say that it came from China. These companies are going to have to wind up merging to survive. Some of them that even merge are not going to survive. I'll tell you what they won't survive. They won't survive Trump's reign. That's what they won't do. And I'm kind of shocked that these CEOs are not getting together and telling Trump, why are you ruining us? The rich will be poor. Has anyone ever thought, how is that possible? Today it will be possible. All right, guys. No more consolidation via agglomerates. I don't know. I definitely think there's going to be a pairing up because these $54 a stock share. Oh, the other cards are in it. I have to walk barefoot right now. What time is it? 1:47. I got to switch this pot over. And then I got to get some food. And then I have to get I gotta switch the pot. I got this plant that is dying on me. It's just dying. I gotta fix it. It can't take another day of this. I just have to repot it. That's all I have to do. So I brought a really big pot to repot it. And I'm gonna place it down. Yeah. Place it down. All right. But it's one of those vine plants. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Maybe I'll do it after the movie, because it's going to take me forever to divine. Okay, I got problems, people. I'll be right back. I want to walk bare feet. Oh, I've been having a problem with my knee for like 2 days now. Ow. All right, Ezra and I are going to be watching Wicked, even though I'm not crazy about the black girl in Wicked. She's kind of weird and she kind of hates her own kind, but somebody asked me to, give her a fighting chance, and I was like, okay. So I'm finally going to watch it with. Exactly, Noel. We're waiting for the CEOs to get mad. But no, y'all want to act scared, and Nike, you want your stocks to just plummet? Fine with me. Fine with me. I don't buy Nike sneakers either. Thank you, Salty. Brings a whole new meaning to eat the rich. Wicked is great. You'll love it. Will I? I can't wait. I think while I'm watching Wicked, I'm going to soak my feet in some Epsom salt and apple cider vinegar. Nike isn't doing well, not keeping up with the trends. Really? They got black people? Do they have black designers? I'm curious. Because the last black designer, I think it was it with Louis Vuitton? And then he disappeared and he wound up being a mannequin, a real life mannequin somewhere overseas. Do you guys remember that? I don't forget nothing. Upcycling from existing bags. Hello, Doris. How are you? Listen, Tracy, go. Okay. Listen, everyone. Call me for your own personal reading. 213-458-7408. Please like and please subscribe. Upcycling. Okay. Facts regarding the ports and canals. Those loans China provides to Africa, such a high rate is purposely made for Africa to default. Then China controls those vital ports. Oh, Lord. There goes new education again. We got to get educated, y'all. I buy all Mexico stuff. You're so lucky. Are you Mexican, Yogi? You're so blessed. Okay. So, let's see. None of the brands hire us. I hate it. Well, they're all going out of business now. How's that, Noel? They're all going to go out of business because China is snitching. All right. Call me for your own personal reading. 213-458-7408. All right. Let's see what we need to do. China is snitching. Oh, China snitching. China snitching. China snitching. Oh, I want you. Why are you fighting me? I'm hungry. I'm going to go get some fried chicken. Oh, no, it looks like it's straight, but it's not. It's actually, no, we could do it. We could do better. I was like, this is too easy. Do I have clothes? Oh, no, I went to go get the clothes. See, something told me go get my laundry before I started this show. So. All right, that's as close as I'm going to get. Right side up, dilettante. Right side up, dilettante. Let's see what it says. So funny. A lover of the fine arts who never rises above the level of an amateur. I feel like bags is a part of fine arts. By extension, a jack of all trades, master to none. This is Italy and an all-M. Amateur applies to the realm of sports or useful arts. Both can alert you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuit, or losing the love that drew you to your avocation in the first place. Look for a pattern of delighting in the art or other areas of endeavor without going very deep. We have gotten to the point where it didn't matter about the craft of the purse. It went straight to racism and money. China snitching, y'all. China snitching. It's over. It's over, makeup brands. It's over, purse. It's over, tennis shoes / sneakers. China snitching. Wait a minute. You got bags on eBay? I love that. Well, what, you got bags on eBay? He's a black designer, y'all. I didn't know you made bags too, though. Child, you better get in here. Do you want to come on a Friday night, one day, and show your stuff off? Yeah. Yeah, that's very popular. That's very popular. I got you. No, he had a bag that he sold on eBay, and it sold for $2K. Brought it 10 years ago. Somebody must have really needed that bag, child. I bet it went as a gift to someone too. Hi, beloved. Let me find your card, because I'm about to get off and go get me some food instead of cooking, y'all. Listen deeply. That was a great card, wasn't it? That was a great wait. Oh, no, learning experience. You got learning experience. I'm about to fuck up royally. Learning experience. Beloved. Do you want the meaning too? I'll just get you the meaning. I've had it listed on eBay for months. That's what I'm talking about. I've had it listed on eBay for months. Lord have mercy. Oh, I'm losing battery. I got to get some food, guys. Okay, I got you. There's two parts of it. You're going to get the extended, but I didn't read the extended. Oh, wait. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, there's no back. Look, that's what it looks like. Looks like a bunch of aliens in the back. All right, sweetie, you got it. I just sent it over. Everything you needed, you got. Thank you, everyone that called me today for a reading. Listen, if you need a reading with me, I will be done watching a movie with Ezra at 5:00. So fuck around and find out, but I got your back. I got your spiritual back. Love you guys. Take it easy. Bye. So happy for you, Noel. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar, through the realms of the unseen. turns to day. Tracy Brown lit the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright, of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown lit the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lit the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.